عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رجعنا لكم يا شباب يا حلوين لجنشن امباكت، والمرة هذه مش في اليوتيوب البث، المرة هذه البث في حنبدأ جنشن، راح تكون سلسلة إن شاء الله دائمة. البثوث حقتها راح تكون عندنا في قناتنا في التويتش. وريت أنا زي ما قلت الشباب كلهم، اديتهم خبر اللي في معايا في اليوتيوب، وديت خبر اللي معايا في الديسكورد إنه راح تبدا بثوثنا وراح تكون بثوثنا كلها ان شاء الله على قناتي.
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms.
دائما وراح نلعب فيها دائما باذن الله، وراح نكون شغالين اغلب البثوث حتكون تويتش مع جنشن امباكت. يلا بسم الله، خلينا ندخل على الاركون ستوري. ندخل على الاركون ستوري. فين الاركون ستوري؟ يقول لك هنا اكاشا بلو. طيب هذاك اوكي، يلا بسم الله، يلا ندخل على الاركون ستوري. يعني زي نظام بالو. يلا كاسيندا.
Has everyone arrived?
So
everyone is already waiting inside. Well, what are we waiting
طيب
for?
يلا يقول لك الكل منتظرين في الداخل.
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing. What do you need?
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless. What do you think? Okay.
تقول له لا تجرب أي شيء متهور، أوعدني إنك ما تجرب أي شيء متهور. يقول لك ذا كابل أو كلاب فليمز رايسز. إن شاء الله تكون حماسية مرة بصراحة، لأنه بصراحة بيني وبينكم كذا يعني عارف، بيني وبينكم الأحداث اللي لعبناها أول شيء حق النهيدة، وبعدين حق النهيدة كان شوية نايم وهو هدك، وكان أغلب الأحداث حق الاركن حق النهيدة. هلا وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أو القصة حقت الاركون ستوري حقنا هيدا كان بيعلمنا الشخصيه ويعلمنا الباك ستوري، فاغلبه كان قصه وكلام. بعدها زاد الحماس لما وصلنا هنا المنطقه الفرعونيه، والحين واو تعطيني باف لثلاثه عناصر نار وكهرباء وماء. طلعت عبودي. ليش ما يقولوا الكل جاي بدري وليش ما تتكلمون؟
We already discussed things a bit.
We're disgusting.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
I miss you too. والله I miss you too يا دعاء.
Are you ready?
حبيبة باك.
Very well.
Very well. أنت خلصت يا عبودي صح؟ خلصت ال
Are you sure this is gonna work?
الاركون ستوري كلها؟
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's
the point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
طيب. شكلي بحطها شكلي.
You're finally done.
بحط إيه شو اسمه إيتو.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Take هذه كانديس.
Well, traveler,
Paimon, ما شاء الله.
Judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
ما قلتليش.
You can tell? I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
طيب يقول لك we'll make our move to the next Jangarbat day.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. To be honest, I feel the same.
But you're already some of the most
capable people I know.
So you may have trust. You have my trust.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candice,
we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your... I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck.
طلعت لك
with everything.
شو اسمه نهيدة. يا أخي نحن ايش الحظ ان احنا سحبت. عندك الاركون. ما شاء الله تبارك الله، محسود يا عبود. حقيقة يعني انا ماني زعلان على هذا شو اسمه توناري، مرة راضي عليه توناري، بس انا لو كنت اعرف انه بيجيني في البينر ذاك واحد من 5 ستار كان اخذت زونغلي. مرة الزونغلي بطل حيكون معايا. خصوصا انه معايا ايتو. بس يلا خير وغيره ان شاء الله.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
Okay.
Al-Haytham!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Say goodbyes.
Yeah! Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. I hope this is clear to you.
Clear to you.
Huh?
You should be saying something more cheerful
to boost our morale?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation.
حلو كلام الهيثم. يقول أنا بنبهكم على إنه الموقف قديش إنه
We all have our
serious.
jobs to do after all.
Makes
It's
sense.
like...
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything...
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Okay.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential.
This guy.
Paimon still remember
Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
في كل محل أنا صح. شوفوا لازم تعدلوا أساميكم على نفس أسامي اليوتيوب لأنه بضيع.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools.
ولا قربوا منا كده.
I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King District ruins? It mentioned you have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, I think. Those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's diseases were caused, at least. That's what Tainari told us. Wait a second.
ما شاء الله لا والله أنا ما جبت. آخر واحد تنادي.
You've connected the dots.
أنا آخر واحد عندي تنادي. بيمثل نهيدة.
This is huge.
بس إن شاء الله ما يكون إن شاء الله ما يتدخل قصة نيول في الأحداث. أنا ما لعبت قصة نيول يعني.
Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest?
That the world forget me.
The world forget me?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces.
يقول لك بمساعدتها نحل مشكلة اللي هي إيرمنسول اللي هي الوردة ديك اللي نحن دخلنا عندها أول.
To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparations.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Eremite base.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
Very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And a traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Me?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes, I do.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
أنا بدايتها حتكون دحين مع جنشن مو كل عنده
تويتش. You want us to record our conviction.
لا أنا راح أبدأ في تويتش، راح أبدأ في تويتش لأنه جودته أفضل بكثير، لكن راح أبدأ بجنشن كل البثوث في تويتش دحين. بحيث إنه أبدأ أشغل القناة عندي حقيقة.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
I am ready.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud.
Some tragic words have been written in the note. I thought you didn't quite understand the
It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
يقول له أنت بخير؟ كل شيء أمورك في شيء ألمك؟ لا أنا بخير.
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
والله بيني وبينك أنا أخذتها.
What was the point of doing
وأنا كنت مرة متحمس للنهيدة. لأنه سحبت على البقية كلهم. ما بينارات سحبت عليها.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
نيلو ما عجبتني مرة.
What do you
ما
mean?
كنت أفكر فيها.
Have you forgotten?
Our
plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has, after all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool?
A slave to orders, and that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
Why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of—
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they—
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should— Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait! How can we work with the—
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumer. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the—
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you.
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this—
Of course he does. He told me there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people.
Okay.
I think
if I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a mantra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
طيب يقول لك we should respect the determination of Rahman and his
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the...
Well, now that you've but remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear, since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation. There should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay,
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
والله حلوة ترى سعرها كمان كان رخيص جدا ب 40 ريال اخذ الواحد بس ما حتلاقيها ب 40 ريال في ما حتلاقيها ب 40 ريال في اي محل يعني خلينا نشوف هذا خلينا نشوف تناري ثاني نحسبه خلاص هذا كم؟ هذا 6 هذا 5 يا عيال انا اكره هذا اكره الماتيريال هذه اجمعها مرة غثيثة ومرة قلب كرهت الماتيريال هذا.
Guards, General Mahamatra, to what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superior.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain El Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain El Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work.
You're much more friendly to us.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you. Aren't you even a little worried? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of, no matter how you look at it. They don't seem interested in sharing the news of some...
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect...
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert, actually. Considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that info, but things like that...
That's true.
But why?
But why?
Look at it from a different angle.
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entire...
The academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate, emotions are part of our behavioral logic. Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full... Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions. So, in my opinion, you're probably...
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha...
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past. Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will
do. Just remember to stay vigilant.
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembourg.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as...
Have you made a decision regarding the matter?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood. Hurry, bring the map.
In 2 days, we will... Any questions about the time?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
See you there. يا أخي المطور يا أخي ادونا سكيب يا أخي في بعض الأحداث ادونا زر سكيب يا أخي حطيتونا كل شيء حبيت الباس الأخير شريته على آخر يومين ما قد كملت.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the academia. And now, get ready.
حاولت أوصل 40 ولا جبته لكن جبت السلاح ليول ما جبته أنا بصراحة. يول استهل. طيب يقول لك هنا 2 days later.
Can't catch me.
Can't catch me.
Let's roll.
Wheel of life.
Busted. Who wants some of this?
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
والله جت تجلد عبودي والله جت تجلد عبودي خذي هنا
freezing cold.
واو انا عشان الديفنس عندي مليان مع ايده.
Can't catch me.
Nice.
طيب ايش نسوي يبغى لك كهرباء يا
Orders given. Orders received.
Let's roll.
كيف يبغى لك كهرباء ولا لا؟ ايش سويت عبودي؟
Can't catch me. Propagate.
ايش يبغى له دقيقة؟ ما فهمت ايش صار له؟ انا ما فهمت بالله فهموني يا عيال. ايش صار؟ الكهرباء تسرع بس. لازم تستخدم الدندرو. اخر شيء لازم عنصر طبيعة. طب علمونا يعني. يقولوا لي انه اخر شيء عنصر طبيعة. بعدين وقفت ما قويتها. اغلبهم وصلوا 80 وقف.
Let's hurry over.
Wait a moment.
It's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
Being my assistant, تقول لي أنت مساعد.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
شايف؟
We meet again.
أمشي على السيناريو اللي نحن تكلمنا عليه.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
I'm not here to talk. I'm here to kill.
Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a... Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their...
هلا يلا تمثيلكم رهيب يا عيال.
Quietly now.
تمثيلكم رهيب.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Inazuma. الليدر يا اسمه.
There is no escape. Gotcha. Game's up. Thumbs up.
Can't see? I hear everything.
يلن مرة رهيب. أنت متحكم أسطوري. الطب ديفيس حقه مرة جامد. مرة يعجبني.
Let's nip that in the bud.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Deshret will curse you, and you...
Silence!
Oh!
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebat. Count their numbers and send them to the academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
عشان يمشوا مع ساينو وهو ظهر يبي يدخل للأكاديمية.
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebat.
Understood. You are dismissed.
You're dismissed.
There they go.
عارف
Let's talk elsewhere.
اوكي يلا نكمل المحادثات في مكان آمن عشان ما يعرفون ان احنا جالسين.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Rahman there sure looks convincing.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebat and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
Do not keep him awaiting. طب هو يقول علاقته كويسة مع تناري. طيب يلا يقول لك ثرو ده اوكي خلصنا نحن السايد الاول منها